Hello, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Hopefully well. I'll wait for people to roll in. Sorry, I'm a minute or two late. What are we up to? Who is with us tonight? What are we drinking? What do you guys think of the latest videos? Got a new one out today. Bourbons to not buy. I hope everyone is well. Let me know if you're new to the stream. Let me know who you are, where you're from, all that good stuff. So tonight, as the post showed, where you're from, all that good stuff. Let's see here. Let's close this out. So as the post show, we're going to be talking about whiskeys that you don't want to buy ever again, and then also talking about potential other channels to collaborate with, stuff like that. So, all right, so we got Hanging AZ back with us, Drinking Evan. What's up, Elder Sean? How we doing? Sugar Kitty, glad to have you with us. Hello, everybody. Glad to see you guys. So, what are we drinking tonight? And also 1783. Okay, cool. And then also, what are some whiskeys you guys have tried in the past that you wish you hadn't bought and will probably never buy again? That's kind of part of the discussion for tonight. Thought that'd be fun since due to the video I put out today, and that is whiskeys to not buy. Oh, who else is streaming tonight? Sure, Kitty. I don't know. Which that's kind of part of our discussion tonight is other maybe smaller channels that you guys think would be a good fit to collaborate with. Maybe I could reach out to them and see if that's something we could do. James Morgan, hey, all right. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah. Sure, Kitty, if you drag him over here, definitely thank you. James, thank you for joining us. Glad you found us. Welcome to the channel. We're going to have fun tonight. So again, tonight we're discussing bourbons, whiskeys, whatever that you have bought in the past that you wish you had not and probably will never buy again. Of course, that is the latest video I put out today. 5 bourbons to not buy. So, and also, if you guys saw the video, let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if that kind of met some of the same ones that you guys have said no to now. All right, so Hanging AZ, Johnny Walker Black Label, barf. All right. Yeah, not my favorite scotch for sure. It's another one of those that I'm always amazed that it's as popular as it is. I don't really get it. It's kind of in the same category to me as like Jim Beam White Label. It's really popular, but it probably should not be. Then we got Other Sean drinking some Evan Williams Bib. Always good pour, especially one of my favorite budget pours. Let's see here. At the moment, I am on Indie Joe, Bourbon Bites, and here. Okay. Well then. All right. You're a busy man, Sugar Kitty. Yes, cheers to everybody. Glad you joined us. Happy everybody's here. Regret for Sugar Kitty. I mentioned the video comments, Zachariah Harris. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, but one to watch out for, I guess. White Walkers. Yeah, well, that's true. Yes. Hey, Whiskey Nose. Hey, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Well, speaking of whiskey, I need to get some poured. So I thought I would punish myself first, I guess you'd say. Come on, camera. Let's focus back here. We're going to start with one of the ones from today. This is just my personal vendetta. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this here first and see if it's changed at all. Probably not. Probably still tastes like wood stain. But we'll see. We'll see if somehow air has helped out this bottle. Probably not. For those that don't know, this is just the standard Woodinville, the 90 proofer. This is not a store pick. This is not the barrel proof. This is not any of the finished ones. It's the regular Woodinville, and I despise it. I know a lot of people like some of the other stuff from Woodinville, but this one, well, let's just run through the nosing and other stuff real quick. So, yep, still got that chemical like turpentine, acetone, wood stain kind of smell going on. I was hoping that would go away. It's a little more faint now than it used to be. It used to be really prominent. Now it's toned down a little bit. There actually is a nice citrus note, like a sweet orange in there now. Some pretty good brown sugars, caramels, all your standard bourbon stuff. There's like a plum in there as well. Yeah, the nose is not nearly as bad now as it used to be, but it could be better for sure. Let's go for a sip of this thing. Yep. It's still there. I don't know what that is. I don't know what they do over there, but anyway, Benchmark was probably my least favorite bourbon that I bought. It still wasn't too bad though. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but it's also like $8. So expectations got to be pretty low on the Benchmark. I mean, if you're talking about the standard Benchmark, actually the Benchmark Full Proof is one of my favorite kind of budget barrel proof options. I think it's pretty decent for what it is. I think it's like $30 for a barrel proof bourbon, so not too bad considering the price point. Oh, just checking in to say hi to everyone. I come down with a nasty sinus infection. Oh, that sucks. So probably won't hang for too long. Still trying to figure out what to pour. Hey, well, I hope you get to feeling better. They're still up in the woods. Appreciate you coming in anyway. Our regulars are real good about that. So thank you, buddy, for stopping in. My suggestion as far as a pour would be high proof to kill anything that might be potentially trying to work down into your throat. Maybe gargle it. I have a new companion line to go with Old Cuban Shoe Limited. Old Tom Dumper, number 5. Old Tom Dumper. You have to explain this one, AZ. Not familiar with Old Tom Dumper, but yeah, it sounds like a nice companion bourbon for the Old Cuban Shoe. Zachariah Harris, believe it or not, is Sazerac, but made at Glenmore. Ugh. Okay. Whiskey Nose, yeah, thank you. I don't know if you're still here, Whiskey Nose, but thank you for stopping in. Appreciate that. By the way, Whiskey Wars, thanks for inspiring me to get tested last week. Turns out I did get COVID too. Okay. Mostly recovered at this point, just cough and congestion. So, other Sean, how was it for your family? How serious did it get? Are you guys okay? Everybody in the family good? Yeah, it for a lot of us, it seems like it's just a bad cold. Unfortunately, my wife has asthma, so it was a little worse for her. It turned into pneumonia, but we caught it. She was in the hospital for a little bit, but she is recovering now, and hopefully continues to. Yeah, I hope your family as well. Hopefully, nothing got too serious there. Yeah, I thought it was regular sick, but when you had COVID, Sean, you described my exact. Yeah. I think the one thing that is different is the severe body aches that I had. I'd never experienced any kind of body aches like that before. It was like crazy muscle cramps, but all the time. So that was the only thing that was different from like a normal cold for me. I had 2 last year. It was bitch to me. Oh, well, yeah. So you had one of the bad versions, like the Delta or just the wild version. Yeah. those were much worse for sure. Yes, for sure. Live in the woods. I hope you get feeling better. What to pour? Yes, that's right. The answer is yes as to what to pour. Went with John J. Bowman. Hey, all right, there we go. So funny enough about the Bowman series, one guy on Facebook said that the Bowman port finish was one of his never buy agains. So I haven't had any of the Bowman series because they seem to be in Virginia, and I don't see them here in Kentucky, at least Southern Kentucky. So maybe that changes, but so far not seeing them. I actually did some searching around because I know, Sugar Kitty, you mentioned you'd like to see those in our like $40 or less bourbon bracket coming up, but haven't found it yet. Hey, so Charles, let me see here. How do we do this? Invite, copy to clipboard. Sorry, Charles. And actually, anybody that wants to join us, if you have a camera and you want to join us for the live, please feel free to do so. Yeah, so Charles, there's the link if you do want to join us, buddy. Sorry, Charles had actually texted me, but I had a busy evening tonight and didn't get back with him in time. But hopefully he can join us here as well. That'd be great. Let me scroll back up here. I think I had the regular cold. Maybe it was COVID. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that it's hard to tell these days because I guess the cold is going around as well, and it's supposed to be pretty bad this year. So, hey, we go. Here we go. We got Charles with us. What is up, buddy? The cold is going around as well, and it's supposed to be pretty bad this year. So, how are we doing?
Fantastic.
Good. Glad to have you back with us, man. It's been too long.
Yeah, man, I've been doing a lot of working, and now I got time. I got time now, so now I'm
good.
Be free. Good. We'll be free. What are you drinking on tonight?
Well, so I poured. I don't know if you saw my latest video, but I did 5 bourbons to not buy. So that means for me, this guy right here had to make the list. I still hate this bottle. It's improved a little bit with air. It's not quite as chemically on the nose.
Remember, that's number 2.
I sent you guys a sample that a while.
That's a number 2, right?
I forgot now. It might be.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll join in with you.
How's it going, Sean?
You don't need to punish yourself as well.
It's okay. We had right now. I just drink some chicken cock, so I'm just finishing it up.
So what do you think about that? Because actually, when I was chatting with folks on Facebook, one guy was saying that he was disappointed by the chicken cock. Yeah, I worded it that way on purpose.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hold it. He said I was disappointed by the chicken cock.
So what are you guys thinking about it though?
I think it's decent. I liked it. I didn't mind sipping on the chicken cock.
So Charles not disappointed by the chicken cock. It met his expectations.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
It was actually I don't know the right words to use to not make it sound crazy. But sipping on the chicken.
Yeah.
I think 3 was the Woodinville, and 2 was the Bardstown.
You sure? So that was Bardstown too.
2 was Bardstown.
So this is the.
Well, you picked it out right away when you smelled it. I remember that. You said you could kind of smell that kind of acetone, turpentine, wood stain smell that I described. So I bet you could probably pick it out again.
He said it's 3.
It was 3.
So I might. Well, let's try it again. I got some water. I don't mind. It's the day.
Charles, if I remember right, though, you didn't mind it last time. You thought it was all right. I think he was in a little more agreement with me, but
I'm gonna try it. Let's Let me get
All
some
right,
water.
so back to comments here. The jab number 2 gave me wicked body aches for a day. Yeah, I've heard that from many. Let's see here. Let me run down through here. I have the Isaac Bowman port finish. It's good, but too sweet for me. Okay, good to know. Bowman is so interesting. BT distillates in Virginia, redistilled and postilled in Asian Virginia. Yeah, I know the backstory. I'm just curious what everybody's thoughts are on, buy or no buy kind of thing. Charles has his whiskey drinking training video. Watch out now. That's right. He's like the Shaolin master of whiskey drinking here.
All right, you got enough?
Yeah, I got enough. You can take the rest.
All right, I can't really smell it.
How much chicken guy?
Here we go.
B knows shellac when he tastes it. That's from the comments there. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I still smell it now.
Yeah, it smells like it. Yeah, it's not blowing me away.
Are you see what I get is kind of like you know what nail polish smells like.
That's what it feels like. Exactly.
That's what I was to say.
Yeah, I was thinking that right now too. Like it doesn't. It's like what is
I'm in a mall or something. I'm passing by a nail salon,
and like that smell just turns me off from the whole thing.
All right, let's go in.
Watching you go first. Hold on.
Nobody wants to go first.
If you can see his face. He was like he wanted to throw up. Look, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's not good. Well, there you go, folks. We're 3 for 3 tonight.
I went straight for the water.
That is the face of disappointment right there.
I'll dump it out for you.
Let me dive back in. Let me double check. It's all about me, man. You want to do it? Like it can't be that bad, man.
You know me, if I throw it away.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's move on to something good. So I got this Woodford Reserve Double Oak Store Pick. That's what I'm going to sip on a little bit tonight. We'll pour a little bit of that there. Let me get up into the camera here. And usually the
what Reserve are you drinking tonight? Which one?
The Double Oak. This is a store pick, but I mean it doesn't matter.
Store pick.
Yeah. And usually I find the Woodford Double Oak to be a little bit too sweet, but I like this store pick because it's got a little more like coffee. And what were you gonna say?
Brian wants to know what number 2 was.
I think it was Bardstown.
Yeah. Have you drank any of that one, or is it still pretty much full? So
I don't remember. We didn't drink it.
Here's the thing. You guys will know which one is the Bardstown when you pour it out because it's super dark. It's going to be darker than like anything else you own. It's really, really dark.
You want to drink it now?
Yes.
He wants to drink it. He wants to drink it. That's what it is.
So that one is a Cabernet. That's bourbon that's finished in Cabernet Sauvignon barrels. So
okay, about to go in. About to go in for a little bit and give you the majority. I'm gonna splash just a little bit.
It'll be a little bit, and yes, acetone for sure. Yeah.
It's not dark.
It's not dark.
Oh, it is dark. Look.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be darker than just about anything you own. I mean, there might be
some. Dark. Oh, sorry about that. It's dark.
All right, so yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, just see what you think about it. I really like it.
It smells really good.
Hold on.
I thought so too. Yeah, I love the smell of that thing. It is barrel proof, by the way. So
smells good.
It smells really good.
Yeah, that was my number. That was second place for bourbons of the year this year. That bottle.
Okay.
And what is it called? Bardstown what?
So that was Bardstown Bourbon Company's Pfeiffer Cabot Expo. So what it is it's Kentucky bourbon. I think it's around 8 to 9 years old, and then they age it another 44 months in Pfeiffer Pavitt Cabernet Sauvignon barrels. So that's what the whole thing is.
You drove in yet?
Let me read Wood's comment here. Of the 3 regular Bowman releases, the John J. Bowman is the only one that I really care much for. Of course, it is darn near impossible to find. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, and nail polish right there, for sure. Yeah, and same to you guys. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate it. It's been too long, as I said earlier. Glad to have you guys back. Always a pleasure.
Dear God, that's good.
Seriously?
It is good.
Hold on.
Get ready. Get ready.
All right. Bees with me on this.
That is really good. That's good.
There's so much flavor. Like there's so much going on. I love that bottle.
Uh-oh. I got that Elijah Clegg want to blow it out. You know, they're like,
oh yeah, it's got good.
Yes, sir. How strong is it?
I think it's 128 proof, something like that. It's up there.
This reminds me of the, the Bronze Kyle song we were talking about. It's bull, but it feels good. Yeah,
real good.
Yeah, that's what drama. Yeah, but it sounds real good. Yeah, it tastes real good.
Now you guys are making me want to run downstairs and grab a little bit, but I'll stick with my Woodford here. Not quite the same, but it'll do.
Yeah, it makes me want to look. It makes me want to own a bottle. That's how good it is.
Yeah, it's really, yes, it's really good.
You might be able to find one. I don't know what it'd be secondary because it was a distillery only release, so that's the only bit downside to it.
Yeah, it's wow. That's pretty effective.
I think there was a total of like 500 bottles released, something like that. So pretty limited.
Well, thank you for sharing it with us, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it, man. Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Oh my gosh! Like, sometimes it makes you want to not talk anymore. I'm like, stop talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to drink.
Let me just focus on this whiskey here.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. That's the whole thing. Like, really?
And like the second sip, it seemed like I'm at a steakhouse eating a steak, and I'm tasting like wine, like a little bit. For 1 second, it feels like I'm having wine and a steak in my brain. It's
just so complex. It's like, man, what is this? It's so good. Like it's like impressive, most impressive. That's you know what I mean. That's what it is right there. That's really what it's like. Whoa.
For sure, man. Yeah, I love that bottle. Yeah, that's my special pour bottle. Like when I need something really nice to sip on, that's my go-to.
This is that double take, like that it messes you up. That's you don't do that. Like you don't do that. No, you don't do that. It's good.
All right, so let me run through some comments here. JJ Bowman in New Jersey is all over the place. I have no problem finding it. Luckily, yeah, that is not the case here in Kentucky, unfortunately. Nice might have some Woodford Poor Man's Edition on the export. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Once or twice a year, I gather up all the whiskey that I know I will never drink again and give it away. There you go. That seems like a good, like, give it to the homeless or something. The Woodmill will be in the next batch for sure. Hey, Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. Thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate it. How you doing, by the way? What are you sipping on? Let us know all that stuff. Hanging AZ, yeah, he is. We've got him over here too. The man is everywhere. Him and Sugar Kitty, and apparently James Morgan as well, all over the place. Let's see here. I had the 13-year Bull Run Pinot Noir finish. That was a tasty dram. Okay. Oh, we got a bot. Time to kill him off. All right, bot is dead. Let's see here. What else? Sounds great. Bot, yeah, he's gone now. Knob Creek single barrel 14-year. Very nice. All right, is that small batch? Yeah, small batch. I'm sorry. Very cool. Sounds good. Yeah, they work for me. That's why they're always joining my stream here. Let's do what they want, indeed. All right, there we go. We're all caught up now. Yeah, I don't know what the bots get out of that, but anyway, we kill them off as fast as we can. So, Charles, B, how have we been doing, guys? I'm going to throw it back over to you guys. What have you guys been up to? How's life been?
Right now, I'm messed up. Just give me a minute. I feel like I just had that experience that I just want to dwell in. I'm joking, but that's how I feel at this time.
My shorts are wet.
oh my.
Yeah, man, I'm really like, whoa, like really, like, yeah. I'm just serious.
I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed it. That made my night.
That's just not even that wasn't even cool, brother. I didn't expect that. That ain't even cool now, man.
And we look how long we waited. That's the funny part. Like we should have had this that same day.
I'm glad though. Sometimes it's glad to just wait and. Okay, let's talk about life. Life has been fantastic for me. Just been really, really busy. I haven't had a lot of time. Had things going on, so I'm trying to balance work and fun. So it's been hard. But now I got some time. Now. I got time today.
Good.
I didn't have time before, but I got time now.
Yeah, I miss our hopping back and forth on each other's streams. So I'm glad to have you back with us. For sure.
Oh man. Whew.
Yeah, and exactly, James Morgan. Charles just had an epiphany. It looks like.
Wow, I'm kind of messed up, man.
AZ says moist. B is moist.
Yeah, this is really, really great. I'm really wow.
Yeah. The only thing that's disappointing about that bottle is I don't know of any good way to get more of it. That's what really sucks because it was a distillery only release.
It's the problem when I don't know other people. Some people can be extremely wealthy. I'm not. So when you're not extremely wealthy, you can't always obtain the things you want, and that's why you have to earn more or generate more income, however you do it. Because sometimes, like if I had a couple million, I'm like, yeah, give me $20, give me 20 bottles, I'm good, no worries. But when you have to worry about this and that and this and that, it's like, man.
Exactly. That was a $200 bottle, so it wasn't like I had the money to just buy 10 of them or something.
It does taste like more than that.
Yeah, it tastes like it. Like I wouldn't $200 and I taste it. I'd be like, I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't. I'm just saying that sometimes I wish, like, I would enjoy to. If it wasn't for other things in life and I could work out, and I would drink every day because I really don't have a. It's more about I don't ever want to have headaches or be hungry or But I have to control it. But I'm saying that's how sometimes when you have things like this, it messes you up because it makes you want to just soak in it. Like I really
just take all my money. I don't even care. Just take all of it. Yeah,
as you can see.
Yeah, I don't even know what to tell people. Like,
man, yeah, an epiphany is definitely what we're calling it now. Sure, Kitty. When that good whiskey hits you,
you. Now I want to see what the bottle looks like, just in case.
But this is like a great steak. Like that's like you have that steak that it's so perfect. Like wow, every bite is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it makes you want to savor it. You just want to swirl around your mouth. You don't even drink it. Like it's there and it's teasing you, but you ain't trying to get to the point. It's like, man, it's wow. It's pretty impressive. They did a good job with this one.
Referring to the bots earlier, AZ says, Skynet's taking you over. Enjoy your good bottles while you can. It's good advice. I figure eventually that will be what happens. Eventually Skynet will take over. And then
yeah, buying anything that you want is becoming harder and harder because the bots get everything. As soon as it's already sold out. Just 1 second.
Yeah, yesterday my friend sent me the PS5 link to Walmart to get one.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he sent it to me, and I was like, well, I can't check out. I don't see no checkout. And as soon as he went back on there, he's like, yeah, it went that quick.
1 second.
1 second.
1 second.
Man, that is crazy.
Well, he said he's going to just get it if he can get it, and then I'll just pay him back for it. because I got sick of looking for it.
Yeah, I understand. That's why they're changing. We're gonna talk about video games for a second.
Okay,
They're making stuff available, cloud gaming and PC. Like they want to go subscription based to get it like Netflix. So they're making certain, like Xbox gonna have their own cloud. They got it already. PSN go start that, so you can do it on different things. Then they can get your money monthly wise. You know what I mean? It's starting to go there. They're trying to figure out how can they get the most profit out of it, because it's too hard for them to get hardware into the United States right now because of this whole situation with the
situation. Let's just call it situation.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of a situation over here.
What games are you playing, Sean?
Man, I have not played anything in probably a year. Like honestly, I mean, I played a little bit of what I play. I don't even remember the name of the game now. It's the Star Wars game where you're the young kid.
Oh yeah, Fallen Order.
Yeah, Fallen Order. Yeah, I played a little bit of that like a couple months back, and then just I mean, honestly, between work and hunting season's about over now. But between work and hunting season and putting out YouTube videos, that's about all my free time. So
get it.
So yeah, after hunting season's done, which is like Monday, which sucks because I didn't get a deer this year, so that's disappointing. Of course, it's not over yet. We're gonna try and go tomorrow. It's just like I'd planned to go hard for like the last 2 weeks, and then we got COVID, and that messed everything up. So, well, I should say the situation got us. And
the situation. I know a lot of people that's catching it left and right.
Yeah, this Omicron, man, it is. I mean, it's not that, like, as far as the symptoms, they're not that bad. But, well, yeah, my wife says speak for yourself. Now, of course, my wife has asthma, so she ended up getting a little bit of pneumonia with it.
Oh, wow.
So she was in the hospital for a little while. She's recovering now, but looks like, hopefully she continues to improve. We're hoping we don't have to go back to the hospital. That's the main thing we're trying to avoid. But nonetheless, I mean, for me, it was just like a bad cold. Like the only thing that sucked outside of just normal cold stuff is I had like really severe body aches, which I've never had that with like any kind of sickness before. But outside of that, it was just pretty regular cold stuff. The Omicron is really, really, as other Sean just said, very contagious. Yeah. I saw a thing just a few days ago saying that it's something like 40 times more contagious than the Delta was, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. So they're saying everybody's going to get it. That's what they say. So, some people are asymptomatic. Some people are going to be severely impacted. And, I wish the best for everyone, however they deal with it. I wish the best for everyone. That's just me. Do what's best for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad, I got the antibodies now and all that stuff. So I should be good to go for a little while. We'll see what comes next, though. This thing's going to keep changing. I mean, that's the thing that, like, everybody's surprised when a new variant comes out, but it's like they don't know the science of viruses. That's what all viruses do all the time. I mean, that's why you have to get a new flu shot every year. So viruses are always changing. So this thing isn't going to go away. That's why when certain politicians, not going to get super political, said they were going to get rid of the virus. How?
I agree with you.
Don't have the power to do that. It's impossible.
You never know, man.
That's a stupid thing. Anyway, let's talk about whiskey. I'm not going to talk about that nonsense.
Really sounded fantastic. That's all I know. Like, wow.
That's it. So back to the whiskey you're sipping on there, Charles. So where would you rank that in your all-time whiskey experiences? I know you've had some good ones. So
experiences.
Yeah.
This is
when you think about like
Mickey
10, Johnny Blue Label,
it's on that level. It's up there. I had to compare them all. Like it's on that same level. It's on that perfect 10. Like wow, this really exists. It's on that Johnny Walker. It's up there. Yeah, I don't know. That Johnny Walker taste though is like it's on the same level. What you think? Same level? Which would you pick? This
right now?
Because we having it right now. Yeah, it's incredible right now. It's like having a good steak.
Remarkable.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So
like I said, it made me don't want to drink nothing else because I just wanted to taste it in my mouth.
I get you. I would see me my let's compare. I want to compare stuff. So I think it's pretty fantastic. And he got a Johnny Walker Blue Label, and that's like perfection. It is. So if you think about it, like how it tastes, like really, they really made this. This is on that same level though. This is more flavorful. Like it is.
I'm saying, okay, so
this is more flavorful than Johnny Walker.
Tonight, it had to be something that's really good. Like I could see, the rye, Jack Daniel's rye.
Okay, and to pick Jack Daniel's rye or this, I would pick this right now.
Yeah,
Jack Daniel's rye is great. I think it's really great. I think I pick this. I think I like this. Maybe it's more spectacular. I got to try them at the same time.
You want to try and see?
And for those that don't know what Charles is referring to, he's talking about those from not the Daniel's rye, the barrel proof.
Yeah,
I was very happy. Charles sent me a little bit of a sample of that, and that is an excellent whiskey for sure. That single barrel proof rye, that special release, that was a killer bottle.
Yeah, this is great. I don't know. I get what you're saying. I'm into this right now. This is it's on that same Jack Daniel's rye, Johnny Walker Blue Label. It's on that same level. Yeah, it's there.
So real quick, gonna on the question that you asked me earlier, Charles, I'm kind of with Tipsy on this. All my old gaming time has been consumed with editing videos for YouTube as well. Yeah, that's I tell you, man, I enjoy the whole YouTube thing, but it is time consuming. Yeah. It's that double-edged sword kind of deal. I feel like you got something to say, Charles.
No, I'm just like, wow, like really. I'm just like
Charles is just still living in the moment over here.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow. I'm just like, wow. Yeah, this is pretty, man.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
I know why you did it.
I understand why you. I get why you gave her the ring. Yes.
So real quick on your gaming question here, we got some answers for you, Charles and B, since I didn't really have any. So other Sean said he's playing the City of Final Fantasy on his phone these days, and then AZ said he's playing some Borderlands 3. So Charles is, man, he can't even talk. Just living in the moment over here. Still Living Wood says, still wanting something a little more kick than Bowman, so now I'm pouring some Backbone Uncut. Sounds good, man.
you can see BB just nodding his head, just like I'm like, yeah, baby, that's it right there. Woo!
So AZ, are you asking which one he's drinking right now? Right now, he's drinking the sample I sent him, I don't know, a month or two ago of the Bardstown Bourbon Company Pfeiffer Pavitt XO. That was a distillery only release. Actually, B asked to see the bottle. Carry us for a second, Charles. I'll run and get the bottle.
Okay, people. Life is great. Drinking fantastic whiskey with friends is probably the best, one of the best things ever. Because other things I think just is good, and this is woo, like my gosh, y'all don't even understand. It's like perfection. It's like, wow, really? This exists?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that make me be quiet.
Yes.
Sometimes certain foods and other things makes me shut up, and I'm just like enjoying it. Like I'm just sitting there like, wow, that's just amazing. That's
the complexity.
Yeah.
It's like I've had a lot of barrel proofs, and some they hit you like with the strength. It's the taste that's why I'm just taking. It's the taste. The taste is so incredible. Like I've never, like this make me want to eat a steak. Like this is like, wow. Like really, it's so flavorful. This is like, wow. That's all I can tell y'all.
And I have had this with a nice steak I've made at home, and it pairs excellently. It's just that was a good night.
Yeah.
But so here is the bottle. Let me find the camera here. We see it. Kind of got glare going on here. Can we see that though? I'm trying to on camera. There's the name there.
Wow.
Private XO. Yep. And
yeah.
like what's this is before Bardstown went cheap on us. This topper here has got to weigh like a full pound. Like this is real metal. That gold. It's heavy. You can hear it when it hits the glass. Yeah. Yeah, I love that bottle. All right, Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans, which, by the way, guys, I haven't said this yet, but if you guys haven't checked out Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans, good guys over there doing great reviews. They keep it fun. And it seems like based on their whiskeys of the year that we mostly agree on what is good whiskey. So, yeah, check them out if you haven't already. But, yeah, Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans says, good whiskey makes a good moment amazing. I think the overall experience you have to have both of those line up to make a fantastic drinking experience. Yeah, I guess he was referring to the Jack Daniel's Rye Barrel Proof, yeah, or maybe the Johnny Blue. Either one, yeah, I'd say that'd be either way. If you got both those side by side, it's going to be a good night. Charles is just taken aback by this whiskey. Now, for those that don't know, this is maybe your first live. Charles is usually a pretty talkative guy, but tonight he's just blown away by this whiskey. It seems like you broke Charles.
I think it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I'm really impressed. I feel like crying. I feel like shedding a tear. You guys don't. You think I'm joking? And I'm like, wow. I feel like I've just been hugged and kissed, and that's, it's that. Like, man, at this moment, I'm in love. Like this is. I just want to be in this blissful moment with the whiskey. I want to be, I want to like meditate and just contemplate existence. Like I've become I was a Padawan, and I've become a Jedi now, and I understand how to use the Force. That's what it's like at this moment.
Well, I'm gonna rinse my glass and have just a little bit of it myself.
Man, you've forgotten.
Ever since I caught the situation, my palate's been a little bit dull, but like it's starting to come back, but it's still not 100%. But after I have a couple drinks, it feels like it kind of wakes up. So now seems like the right time to have a little bit of this.
Yeah, they should have named this "You Must Have Forgot." Like that'd be a dope, because it's that good. You must have forgot how great I was. Call it whiskey. You must have forgot.
You must have forgot.
There you go.
I like it.
It's that good. Wow.
It's one of the ones like you could have 20 whiskeys. This one is just regular normal whiskeys. This one sticks out. I haven't had some of this good since I tried the Jack Daniel's Rye.
This is pretty incredible.
That nose is like otherworldly. It's just
the taste.
And I apologize to the stream. We're kind of both ranting on about this whiskey that like probably no one will because it's distillery only release. So I apologize for that, guys. But I mean, if you guys ever see this thing in the wild, just buy it. I think Charles is with me on that. If you can afford it, buy it. I
would.
Man,
but like $500, I'd be like, well, let's go for it.
You only live once, right?
Yeah. It'd be my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, AZ, Al, you heard me earlier. He says you broke Charles, giggity.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah, it's woo.
All right, man. Still Live in the Woods says, I'm playing Red Dawn Redemption on PC right now and having
Red Dead Redemption. Probably playing number 2.
I'm sorry. Yeah, if I could read right, that would help. Yeah.
I've been learning Tales of Arise.
So he's having a hard time getting into it. So
yeah, it's a Rockstar game. So it's like Grand Theft Auto. Except you're a cow, you own the horses in the Wild Wild West at the end of the 19th century.
I gotta say, Charles, I'm really surprised that you didn't make any comment on I'm having a hard time getting into it.
I can understand. Sometimes
I meant that as an innuendo, Charles.
I understood. I understood. I get it.
What was that one Star Wars game I couldn't get into it? I gave it to you, and you wanted to be an amazing the old pub.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why I fell off. I couldn't get into it.
Really? Man, that's like, I mean, as far as like kind of, I don't know if that's old school necessarily.
You sure?
But
the first one?
I love that game.
You got that one?
I gave it to you.
Okay. I've been forgetting, man. I know you gave me. I know you gave me The Witcher 3
and Infamous.
You gave me Infamous. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic. That's probably my favorite original Xbox game. I love that game.
It's dope.
Played it many hours.
It's probably one of the best Star Wars story ever. Yeah. They could have made a movie. That's how great it was.
I agree. I think it's better than all of the new movies.
I agree with you. There's no argument with that.
Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic is a better storyline than any of the 3 new movies.
Totally. I agree. Playing the game is dope. They're getting a remake of it, right?
Yeah. I hope they do it justice because the bar is high. So they better get it right.
Yeah,
and, in this world of Karens and wokeness, I don't know if they're going to do it. So,
yeah, the world has changed. I try not to even. I don't understand. I'm really confused. I'm perplexed. I just let you do you over there. Just don't bring it to me. We good. I don't. That's it.
I mean, see, that's the thing is that like, so if you're going to attempt to remake a game, then you have to kind of keep the same air about it that it had to begin with. And so if you go and try and put your politics into it, then I'm just like, what are you doing? You know what we loved, so why did you change? Why'd you change it?
I'll tell you why they're with certain. Okay, this is my belief. I could be wrong. Women spend more money than men, so if I want to earn a lot, I want to sell to the ladies. So I must put a heroine in there or some type of that's right in there with that attracts the ladies. That's why they do what they do. That's just my belief.
And I respect that women are getting into gaming more now. But I mean, I would imagine that it's probably at least like 70-30 male to female. It might be more than that. I don't know.
I think it's 85 to 15.
Yeah,
that's really what I really think. I don't
probably.
I haven't really met any girl yet that said, "Oh, I love really playing video games." Like I haven't in real life. On the internet, you see it, but in real life, I haven't met one girl. Yeah, I played Old Republic when I was 12. Yeah, I never.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened.
I mean, in my lifetime, I've known 2 true, really gaming girls. I mean, really love gaming. But those are few and far between. So I don't know how large the market is to redo a game for that reason.
In my lifetime, I know 0 true gaming girls.
Yeah, for me, it's 0.
Yeah.
I knew them like when they was younger. Of course, Nintendo.
They try to play it, but Mario, they didn't really like it.
I know girls that beat Zelda. But then, after they, got kids and...
You knew a girl that beat Zelda?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know any.
That's hardcore gaming right there.
Yeah, that'd been dope. I never met a girl that even played Zelda growing up. Never had a girl that said that.
It's usually my cousins and my sister.
Usually my boyfriend liked it, so I played it, but I didn't really like it. I've never had a girl say, "Man, I just got Dark Souls and it's great."
Yeah, that's the thing.
In the 30s or 40s.
There's not a lot of girls in the RPG or action RPG genre. There's not a lot of those. There's there's Fortnite playing girls and fighting games and stuff like that. First person shooters, a lot of girls that play those, but not a lot of RPG playing girls. That is like finding a unicorn.
Yeah, I've seen every girl I've seen that play it is usually because their boyfriend played it and he got her to play it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I know the younger girls now. So I forgot this one girl that played named Mars or something like that.
I believe it.
And she's actually pretty good.
In real life, like I said, on the internet, somebody you met in the flesh, or just bumped into and say, "Hey, I played Metroid Dread. It was great." I haven't met one girl that say, "I can't wait to buy a PS5." Now they want to get it for their sons or daughters, maybe mostly sons, but them, it's like,
they got it for somebody.
So it's like I've never. Okay, let me say one thing, Sean. You can take me over after this. Even with whiskey, I've never met a girl that actually liked whiskey that didn't get introduced to, like in real life. Maybe internet may be different. That I never met a girl that liked whiskey that didn't get it from her husband or boyfriend or something like that.
Yeah, that kind of seems to be the way it is. Although, I mean, I have no reason to promote her, but I think her channel's called like The Average Drinker or something like that. Her name is Dara, and it seems like she's actually into whiskey. Hard to say. Kind of a small channel, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I thought she was putting out some interesting stuff today. So real quick, guys, just pour this. I've talked about it before, I believe, on lives. But this is a really awesome rye. I'm loving this rye. So it's a double oaked rye, and it is just MGP stuff. So same stuff as like High West double rye, or let's see, Dickel rye is the same stuff. Charles smiles every time I say Dickel. Or let's see, what else is the same? Now Charles got me distracted. What else? Still Living in the Woods knows all of the things that are MGP source. So he's our expertise here on. Anyway, but there's a lot of them out there. But what makes this different, and what I think makes it interesting, is the fact that it's double oaked. So that kind of makes the flavor profile a little bit different. So
Sugar Kitty's a Dickel.
Yeah. Going back, James Morgan. Yeah, Ken spends his money on some weird stuff. I don't know what you're referring to, James, but we'll figure it out later. AZ says he needs to check out the Witcher games. You got any thoughts on that, Charles B?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think try them out. They're cheap. You probably catch it on a Steam sale or Epic Games sale, or those specials they run on Slick Deals and get it for like $5-10. I mean, seriously, the games are cheap. I got all the Assassin's Creed games for like $30-something, except for the new one, Valhalla. So get a good deal, take it.
There you go. So here we go. This is one I definitely want to get to. What are you guys' thoughts on the new Boba Fett show?
I've only watched the first episode.
Okay.
I've been kind of busy.
I think the second one was the best to me.
Second episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's for sure a lot better. But okay, since we've all seen the first episode, let's focus on that. So what are you guys' thoughts? And we're going to go super nerdy here, folks, so just deal with it. What are you guys' thoughts on how he got out of the Sarlacc?
I don't really.
So easy.
Yeah, it didn't like blow me away or anything. I'm not impressed yet. That's why I haven't watched the second and the third one. See, if I was like, well, this is great, it looked good, but it wasn't like I need to hurry up and watch it. So
well,
it wasn't like.
I'm with you, Charles. I mean, the only reason I watched the second episode is because of my wife. My wife said, "Hey, let's watch the second episode," so we did. But I did not care for the first episode. I thought this is going to be trash. And the second episode is better, as B said. But my biggest problem with how he got out of the Sarlacc is it didn't make any sense. So we're supposed to believe that he like punched through the side of it and then he crawled his way up through sand. Like that's impossible. How would that even happen?
Yeah. Didn't he blast his way out? Didn't he blast his way out? Didn't he get the other stormtrooper's gun or something and shoot his way out the Sarlacc?
Yeah, but so my thing is, why not go through the top, through the mouth? Why would you go through sand? It doesn't even make any sense.
It didn't make sense at all. I don't even understand. So it doesn't make sense. I haven't watched the second one.
Like, if you guys have ever been buried at like the beach under sand, you know how hard it is to get out of sand. It's not easy. You're not just going to move it easily. So the idea that you're going to go, I mean, I don't know how deep he's supposed to be, but I assume at least 10, 12 feet, maybe deeper. And you're going to dig through that sand? There's no way.
I don't know. His jetpack was damaged in Return of the Jedi, so he couldn't use his jetpack. That's from hanging AZ.
I mean, so all he had was a blaster. Blaster, I mean, so you're talking about heat, basically. That would have just melted the sand and turned into glass. So then you have this glass shell around you. That's not helpful.
Yeah. The Mandalorian was great. I haven't given Boba the chance. The first one was okay, but it wasn't like, ooh, I can't wait to see the second one. I've thought about watching it, but I'm usually got other stuff to do, so I'm not gonna. I will watch it. Maybe
the second episode is better. I still wouldn't say that I was blown away by any means.
I agree.
Okay, so
what about the third one? They got a third one out right now, don't they?
I haven't watched it yet because we've been sick. But
Lee said no.
It didn't blow me away. Like I said, out of all three, I like the second one.
So my thing with the second episode is that I'm not going to no spoilers here. It's just that I feel like my issue is that they're focusing too much on like the Tusken Raiders and like what they're about, and I was hoping for more backstory on Boba Fett, and that's not really what we're getting. I mean, we're getting like what happened to him after the Sarlacc, but okay. I don't know. I feel like he didn't need like more backstory as to how he became good at killing people because he was already good at that. So
I agree.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So what were you going to say about The Mandalorian?
The Mandalorian sucked me in from the first episode. Like I really wanted to watch it. I don't feel like that about Boba. Like I like the actor. I like his presence. I just don't know where, like, it hasn't intrigued me enough to dive in, and time is precious. Like, now I got time. Now. But yeah, I just want to see where they're going with the Boba.
You know what I like more than Boba's story?
No, I don't.
The Peacemaker.
Oh, you liked it?
Yeah, I like Peacemaker.
On HBO Max, right? I gotta give it some time.
Yeah.
And that was great.
I still think that The Mandalorian is the best Star Wars product that's come out in at least the last decade. Maybe
I agree with you.
I agree.
Totally. I think both seasons was on point. They did it right. They did it. They it's like they wrote it out, thought about it, and like let me just be quiet because I still see some gender stuff thrown into Boba, and I'm not. I see they try to tie all of it together, but it doesn't. Like in the first episode, the chick is better than him, and he's supposed to be the main.
Yeah, exactly. They keep doing that. They keep doing that. Okay, so let's talk about it. So, have you guys seen the Hawkeye thing?
I haven't. I already.
You mean Hawkeye the assistant?
Yeah, I already. It was really about the woman, right? I already know I knew before I watched it.
Assistant Hawkeye.
Yeah, he's to help her become the Hawkeye. I don't need to see that.
That show. I mean, we watched all of it. That show was so frustrating because the whole time he's just like Kate Bishop's like backup. I
knew that, and they're doing it on purpose. I don't understand it. I'm not knocking any of the female characters. If you're awesome, like I can't wait to see She-Hulk. Hope they do it right. But it's not. You don't have a He-Man show and call it Tila. That's what they. But they did. They do it all the time. It's like it's not. If you want to just call it Tila. Guest starring He-Man, I would still watch it because I know it's Tila. You try to trick me.
That's like, okay, so my thing is they should have made the Hawkeye series. It should have been mainly about Hawkeye's backstory and just have Kate Bishop thrown in there some as an interesting character, and then you could have done a spin-off show for Kate Bishop. But don't name it Hawkeye and then make it about Kate Bishop because that's what they did.
I think in the comics she becomes Hawkeye though. Am I incorrect? I haven't really followed it, but they could have had the first season about him and then say she would be the next Hawkeye, and then the next one about her. Then it makes sense. I'm not watching it though, so I'm just talking, and I haven't watched it, so I can't really critique it. You understand? It's like if they come up with a female Iron Man. I'm Iron Man, but you're a woman. I'm still Iron Man.
Iron Stallion.
Iron neutral gender.
Iron binary.
Yeah, non-binary.
Iron trans.
It's gonna be a really long name. It's gonna be like a sentence.
Trans Iron.
Anyway, Sugar Katie says Shayla at Whiskey Central is definitely the one that is the whiskey lover in the family. That's true. There are.
I watch Shayla.
Huh?
I said I watched Shayla. She's good.
Yeah, she is. She's very good. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, there are definitely some whiskey women out there. Just kind of like gaming women. They're kind of few and far.
That's hilarious. You said whiskey woman, Wonder Woman. She's whiskey woman. You ever heard the Wonder Woman theme song?
Yeah. I'm just trying to get through some comments here because I'm way behind. So earlier, Other Sean said that his son is into Final Fantasy VII Remake. That Final Fantasy VII was my favorite RPG for years. It's still up there. It's still, top 5 easily. I don't know how many hours I've logged in that game, but many. I've played it all the way through 14, 15 times. I don't know, a lot.
Final Fantasy VII, Sephiroth.
That's right. And Sephiroth is what makes it. Like, he is my favorite villain from almost any of the Final Fantasies. He's such a good villain that it makes the game for me. And plus, I loved the materia system. I loved the fact that you could just get godly with the luck sources and the strength sources and all that. That's hours and hours of farming, but I did it until everybody was maxed out. When you have maxed out luck, you are literally Jesus. Like, nothing can even potentially hurt you. I have to play
Final Fantasy VII again. I got it. So
wasn't like something. What was mom? I can't remember. Something was mom. Who was? I don't know. I can't remember the story. I do remember Cloud. I do remember Sephiroth.
So who else here has maxed out their luck and then fought Sephiroth afterwards? His final move misses you because your luck is so high.
I got to try that. I haven't did that before.
It makes you feel like you're just unstoppable.
Yeah, I got it. The last Final Fantasy I finished all the way through, I want to say it was 10. I started Final Fantasy 12 and I didn't finish it. That's the last one I finished was 10.
Okay.
And that was the dude that played soccer or whatever his name is.
Oh, okay, he's on
from Spyro.
Wave or something that came.
Yeah, Titus. Titus was his name, right? Titus. TIDUS. Final Fantasy 10 was the last one I played all the way through. The last one. 10.
I liked 11.
But it was a dream. I didn't play 11 and 12. I started, but I didn't get through it.
Wait, I think I'm getting them confused. 11 was the online one, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I played 11 way too much, like millions of years of my life.
Wow.
And 12 I played all the way through, and I got to the final. What's the optional boss in that? Math, something like that, some crazy name like that. It's the big dragon that takes like 6 hours to beat or some crap. Never beat him, but I got close. I got him down to like 30%, and then he wiped me, and I was like, well, screw this.
I'm a one to say I gotta really think about. I gotta play 7 again, but I think Final Fantasy 6 was better than Final Fantasy 7.
Do you now?
I'm saying that because I can tell how you said it. Do you now? The reason I say that.
Let's talk about that, Charles. Let's discuss this a little bit farther.
Well, I haven't played Final Fantasy 7 in a long time, and I've recently played Final Fantasy 6, and I think it's so many. You get individual stories for all the characters, and it's like full. So that's what I think I like the most about it. And you can, it's the stories of the characters, and you may never get them again, but you can if you know how to play the game. So that's what I think I like about Final Fantasy VI is the characters.
Well, see, I don't disagree with that. I think that's a good assessment of 6. And I think 6 is good. It's just that 7 has 2 of my favorite characters. Cloud and Sephiroth, or Sephiroth really is the problem.
Sephiroth.
That duel, that good and evil battle is just, those are 2 of my favorite characters ever. And clearly a lot of people's, but I agree that 6 is definitely more story driven. There's a lot more effort put into the story there. But I think 7 had a good story. It's just, if you're not paying attention to it, it's kind of convoluted and you can kind of get lost as to how things are happening.
It's been a long time since I played 7. I need to play it again. Then I can come back and critique it. I'm gonna try to give myself some time and give myself. I gotta figure out what system I want to play it on first, and then give myself 30 minutes a day playing it for a while. See what I feel.
And plus too, like the 7 world has really got expanded with all the additional stuff that we've gotten since then, and so that's kind of helped fill out the storyline. But as 7, the battle between Cloud and Sephiroth, it's just, and plus there's so many like good memories, like new areas that you would get into that I really loved in that. And plus I loved the collection of swords in 7 was fantastic.
Yeah, they have a remake. I'm tempted to try it, but they make it so expensive. Like I want the price to go down that I could try it on PC.
I get that. Remake. So, Still Living in the Woods is going back in our conversation a little bit here, but that's because I'm behind. Star Wars has been dead to me for quite some time, murdered by a mouse. Yeah, that's about it. It's just, I don't know, man. It's Star Wars used to be like this. I mean, for me, when I was growing up, like Marvel and Star Wars, those were my things. Like, I mean, I collected comic books and comic book cards, and I had all of the original Star Wars action figures, and then I got rid of them, which would have been worth a lot of money now, but nonetheless. And now it's just kind of a disgrace. Makes me very sad.
Yes.
Speak on it, Charles. What?
I'm the same. I want to love. I love. How do I explain it? Like I love the past of Star Wars. I don't love the now of Star Wars. Other than Mandalorian, I've been disappointed. I didn't dislike. Like okay, I didn't hate the Bad Batch, but I still don't like Omega being the oldest and the smartest. They did it even with the Clone Wars. It became quote unquote Ahsoka story. Come on, really? Everything is. That's the part that they're pushing it too hard to one side. Yeah, and I don't get that.
And the thing is that I want to be very clear with anyone watching us. I have no issue with female characters. That's not the problem. It's that when you're going out of your way to make the men look like idiots and peons and backups, when that's not been their position up to this point, and then all of a sudden they're just like bumbling idiots that can't do anything right. When before this they were superheroes. They were they were the guy, and now all of a sudden they're nobody. Well, you're destroying a character to make this new character that you want to be the main character work, and that's not good storytelling. That's just it's weak, and it's very clear to everybody that's watching that you're pushing politics. And unless you're really into that, unless politics matters more to you than storytelling, then I think that's just a bad way to put out media. So.
I agree with you. That's probably what my biggest issue is, that part, that they're really trying to push an agenda, and I don't get that. Like, or programming people to think a certain way. And I'm all about trying to be as fair as possible. I gotta say, I'm gonna phrase this right. I believe in equality of opportunity, but we're not equal, so we can't even. I can't do what someone else can do. I can't dunk the basketball like Shaquille O'Neal. We're not equal. Well, all we can do is be fair. And so they're trying to paint people as if we're equal, and we're not the same.
You're not going to get rebounds like Will, and and you're not going to shoot like Steph. So life's not fair.
I have to. Even my ego is like, I can shoot like Steph, but I have to be real. I have to be real. Like it's not fair. It's so. I think that's where my issue comes from, because they try to make it seem like it doesn't matter if it's a man or woman. It does matter. It does matter. Write story right. I have no problem with that. Nothing. I have no problem with a good story. Don't put it does like even in Rebels. I don't know if you watched Rebels, but they pushed it to Satine more. They pushed it at the end. Urza. It was Satine. It was Ahsoka, and it was the other lady. I can think of her, the Twi'lek.
And that's kind of why I stopped watching. I watched, I don't know, 10 episodes maybe, and then I saw that was the way it was headed, and I'm like, why do they keep doing this? Like, because it started good. It started really good. And I was like, hey, because I'm usually not big into the Star Wars animated stuff, but I like the Rebel series. And so, like I said, I got 10, 12 episodes into it, and I was like, man, every single time they can't help themselves. They just got to do it.
They did it. Like Clone Wars 1 through 6 was Obi-Wan and Anakin, and 7 went to Ahsoka. Like when they could do it, when they had a chance to make it about Ahsoka, they did. So Rebels, it was supposed to be Urza and his master's story, and then it goes to the women. I don't get it. At least they didn't do that in The Mandalorian, so I can accept that. They didn't do that with The Mandalorian.
They haven't done it yet. But see, the thing is, the only reason that hasn't happened, I'm convinced, is that Jon Favreau is in control of that project right now. Hopefully that stays that way because he's a true Star Wars fan. And so he's putting out true Star Wars fan content. But, you know, that could change at any moment as soon as Disney decides to change that.
Like they could do a whole series just based off a woman. Just don't try to do the trick bag switch up. Just start up and call it like Ahsoka. When I watch Ahsoka, I notice about Ahsoka. I'm gonna watch because it's not gonna be some man take over the show. It's gonna be Ahsoka.
I mean, the thing is, they could have made Leia interesting. They really could. They didn't at all.
But they wanted to diminish Luke to make Leia great. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Make Luke suck. Make Leia great.
I mean,
because, you don't have to do that.
I mean, because she should have very close to the same midichlorian count as Luke, so they could have done something with that, but they didn't do anything with it. There's like basically one scene where she uses her force powers to get back into the ship, and then that's it. That's like the only thing she does.
And that makes no sense. It made no sense.
No,
you never established that she was trained to be it made no sense. It was that
it's just like all of a sudden I know how to use the force. Oh, okay.
But then they had in the other Skywalker movie, the third one, or the Rise of Skywalker, Jedi. Didn't you say Leia was more powerful than Luke? Something like that. I haven't rewatched it. Like I've only watched that stuff. That's so. How can that be? How can it be? No, I'm just listen. I've only watched. I don't hate the Rise of Skywalker like I hate the Last Jedi, but I've only watched the Rise of Skywalker once. I've only watched the Last Jedi once. At least the Phantom Menace, I watched it good 10 times. I didn't hate it, but I couldn't. I can't make myself sit to watch the Last Jedi. It just won't happen. I just can't. I just can't do it. And I don't hate the Rise of Skywalker, but I feel no need to watch it. But I can watch Revenge of the Sith over and over and be clapping the whole way through. How can that be?
The last fight scene in Revenge of the Sith. I mean, that's one of the best fight scenes in any movie genre ever. I don't care what you're talking about. I mean, that is an epic fight scene. That's worth rewatching the movie. But like you said, picking between The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker is like picking your favorite crap. It doesn't matter. It's crap no matter what. So
I'm pretty sure I could watch the last. No, I could. I mean, the Rise of Skywalker again. I don't really think I can. My brain just shuts off. So it's like I've been violated. Like, you know how I'm sorry.
There's so much stupidity. There's so many just dumb things in that movie.
I'm being honest. Don't laugh at me when I say this, but I feel violated whenever I watch the last. I feel like somebody took advantage of me. I feel like, like
your brain is getting raped.
Exactly. I was trying to. I feel like that. I can say I have empathy for anybody who's been in those situations because that's how I feel when I watch. I haven't even watched it again. Like it's like so traumatic. Like it's funny. I'm laughing about it, but I'm serious. Like I can't.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. The whole thing makes no sense. Okay, first off, why would anybody need a dagger to find this stupid place? And then secondly, why would anybody even know where it was? And then how in the heck would Ray find out where it was? And then also, how would they know how to possibly hold this thing to make it work to figure out where you go? Like by chance, she holds it up in the right spot, and then bam, there you go.
I got a good story to tell. I can't watch it because I just don't understand it, and I don't want to feel stupid. You help me because I really don't. I just can't understand it. No matter, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like really, I can't understand it. I'm sorry. I just don't get it.
And then can we address the final fight scene? How on earth did no one notice this giant fleet of Star Destroyers being built? Okay, I mean, the materials had to come from somewhere. No one.
The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, the Rise of Skywalker. Like, at least I don't hate that as much as I totally like. I don't hate anything. I don't hate, but I hate. I can't even. I feel so. It's against my moral ethics for me to not like a movie that I feel sad. I'm trying to be like I'm holding back how much I'm done.
And then on top of all that, so this completely epic number of Star Destroyers gets built. And then they get destroyed by basically space horses. Just, I mean, what in the world is going on? That movie is just so frustrating. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm way behind the comments. Real quick, I just want to read Still Living in the Woods comment here. The formula for modern movies seems to be all the men act like children and the women act like men and all the children act like genius level adults. Pretty much. That's a good summation. Yeah. Oh, Sean agrees. Let me run down through the chat here, guys, and catch up some. Rosario Dawson, hey now. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's that was an upside to Mandalorian. We all enjoyed that, I would say. Hopefully, she doesn't like take over the show and all of a sudden Mandalorian's an idiot. But hopefully, she just becomes a cool character in addition to Mandalorian, but we'll see how that goes. I have mostly Hulk, Spider-Man, and some X-Men. I guess action figures, comic books. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm sorry I'm so behind. Leia flew around in outer space with the Force. That's right. She sure did. Should have given her wings. Why not? Or like jetpacks. I'm excited to see Obi-Wan. I don't even know. I have no idea how to feel about it right now. Like I am, because it's Obi-Wan, but at the same time, I'm cautious because it could be complete crap. And there could be some woman that we've never even seen before take over the show. Who knows?
She's telling the truth right there. Yeah, I don't.
So, it could go either way. It could be awesome or it could suck. I don't know.
Do you remember the Avengers Endgame when they did the all the women pose moment?
Mm-hmm.
Now they did that.
I have to read this comment because this is exactly this is my moment. This is when I knew that the new Star Wars movies were not for me. When Han Solo was murdered by his spoiled, ingrate son, that was it for me. Exactly. You can't just kill off Han Solo by his whiny little kid.
That didn't piss me. I thought it was stupid, but it didn't piss me off. Because I think Harrison Ford wanted to be written off, and I think they probably talked about it. That's what I believe.
But write the story better. That's my
huh?
It's not compare.
Huh?
That's not gonna compare with just drunk.
I already know. Brian it's not gonna compare. Okay, I believe it.
I don't know.
What now?
Hold on. He cast
Oh yeah, hey, that's a good one.
And he said it's not gonna compare it. And I said, I know this.
No, it's not gonna compare. It's a good pour though.
But I understand Kylo Ren as a character. So did somebody said something? I think it was Star Wars Theory, and he said Anakin. Okay, Anakin was natural, not naturally evil, but Anakin was always trying to hide, to not be dark, because that was his nature, is to mess stuff up. Where Kylo was actually good, was forcing himself to be dark. So you get what I'm saying? The whole time that Anakin was a Jedi, he tried to control his rage and not use it because it was natural for him. Where Kylo Ren, rage wasn't natural; he was trying to force it. So he killed his father to try to become more like Anakin. But he I don't know if it makes sense. Am I explaining it well?
It's like someone who was trying to be.
Anakin was always trying to be good, but he was really Darth Vader. He was really, I'm gonna chop your head off. I'm with it. Where Kylo was really a nice person, but he wanted to be mean. So it kind of, I could equate to that because he killing his dad, which was stupid, but he wants to be like that. Where Anakin would cut his head off without even thinking about it. You know what I mean? What? Kill him? Remember, Anakin was always trying not to do it. Right. You get what I'm saying? I shouldn't.
Yeah, Anakin was cold-blooded. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, that's what it is.
If you're not a psychopath, you can't kill that many Padawans and have no emotion about it. But like you said, I agree with that in theory, but the way it translated to the movie, as far as Kylo Ren goes, I don't think there was good motivation for him to turn evil. That's my biggest issue. Is
I
that
agree.
there was
They
not
didn't explain
enough.
it well.
There was
They didn't
not
break it
enough
down. I agree.
storyline to back up why he turned to the dark side.
Yeah, it was horrible. That it was horrible. I agree with you. But they did Anakin. It made sense. Like Anakin was always was snarky. Was always trying to be good, but that wasn't him. He really wanted to cut everything up and destroy things. Like,
well, I mean, and he had good motivation. I mean, his mother gets
you
killed by the Tusken Raiders. His wife is pregnant and possibly dying, so he's trying to figure out a way to save her. He had good motivations to turn to the dark side.
Totally, Jedi didn't trust him.
Nothing. What is the motivation?
The most powerful Jedi. You're not giving me the position. I want to be a master so I can get to the archives and figure out how to save my wife. You won't let me. Then the Jedi order I'm supposed to follow. They're gonna try to kill the only person that's been really nice to me, Palpatine. And you told me I'm supposed to follow the orders. No, I don't trust none of y'all. You guys are totally against me.
Yeah, and plus the Emperor was constantly messing with his mind. So I mean, he had all kinds of reasons to turn to the dark side. But Kylo Ren, what's the motivation?
There's none. And you know what's so cool though? The Emperor was honest with him. So the Emperor, even though he didn't tell him everything, he didn't hide who he was when he came out. That's what made Anakin trust him, because Palpatine was always being real. He didn't tell him I was running the Separatists too until you know what I mean? Until time to tell him. So that's what made it work.
Yeah, like Wood said, Han Solo needed to go down in a blaze of glory, not that pathetic whatever that was.
I agree. I agree. Totally agree.
And I mean, and they could have made it so much more interesting. That's really the problem, because
they could have followed the legends.
When you're taking over something as epic as Star Wars, you need good writers to carry that level, continuously, and they didn't do that. I mean, Kylo needed good reasons. You don't just kill your father for no reason.
I agree with you.
That's not something you just up and do one day just because. So
they should have followed Legends, but they wanted to do what they did. Like Legends, Jason and his sister Jaina, that's her name, right? Jaina. There was Leah. They had twins, and he ended up killing his own twin. But it was way written better. You read that, Legends?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. They wrote way better books than they did these mass movies.
Oh, you're not that I do know. I've read a couple of Legend books. I haven't read that one, but yeah, the Legend books are much better storytelling than what we're getting in movie form.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember Darth Cadus. I can't remember his name.
AC said, like, nobody knew Palpatine was the Emperor. Yeah, that's one of my main issues with the prequels. Is, I mean, like, I'm sure we've probably all seen the movie montage of like the Emperor like laughing and cackling and making weird faces. Like there's just it's just cut together. Like like if you didn't pick up the dude was evil, then I don't know what movie you're watching.
There's Darth Cadus is Jason Solo's name in the Legends, and they should have stuck with that. I don't know why they didn't stick with it. Darth Cadus. I'm Darth Cadus.
Yeah, this pretty much, AC. If Kylo never took his helmet off, he might have been cool, but he was no Darth Maul. Yep. And then what made it even worse for me is when he destroys the helmet, like the helmet's upsetting him.
Yeah. He made him an emo. He's the emo kid.
Exactly.
Just
when he first introduced him, was great.
Yeah, Kylo is emo Sith. Exactly. Thank you, AC. Exactly that. Okay. We got thank you, Joe Groan, for joining us. Appreciate it, brother. Worst bourbon I had is called Red Drum out of Tampa, Florida. They aged it in KY for a few years, then brought it down here and finished aging it for a year. I have to imagine, based on living in Florida, that is a crazy environment to age whiskey. It's way, way too hot to age whiskey. I mean, of course, Texas is kind of the same deal, but also Florida is very humid. So I would imagine what mainly evaporates is the alcohol because of the high humidity. At least Texas is kind of dry. So Yeah, I can't imagine that would have turned out well. Anyway, let's see. How did Yoda not know? Yeah, I've always wondered that as well. How did he not know that Palpatine, or what was his name when he was the freaking guy running the Senate? Was it Palpatine then? Whiskey's got my brain all messed up, but Charles, I know you.
What was the question? Because I was reading something.
Before he became the Emperor, Palpatine, what was his name?
It was Sheev Palpatine was the senator from Naboo. Sheev Palpatine.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I made a mistake though. It was Jaina killed Jason. So this girl killed the guy in the Legends. Yeah, I think that would happen. Or was it Luke? I can't remember. But I know. I thought he killed Jaina though. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up. I'm like, didn't he kill his sister, or did she kill him? I can't remember.
Yeah, I gotta say, Woods, I kind of felt that too. When this happened in the movies, let the past die, kill it if you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be. That was the message to all the old fans. Piss off.
That's what it was.
It kind of seemed like it. So I think that I think Garrison Brothers does some decent stuff. I haven't had a ton of stuff from Texas that I'm really loving. I didn't read the message, but whiskey ages too fast in Texas. I don't usually like Texas whiskeys, even as a Texan. But I mean, as you guys saw in my bourbons of the year, I did have a Garrison Brothers whiskey in there. It's potent for sure. Lots and lots of bold flavors. I don't know how long that Garrison Brothers Balmoral was aged. Not sure the age of that, but I know that they cannot get away with aging things very long there because of the high temps. Seems like you wanted to say something, Charles, so go for it.
No, Jaina kills Jason. Jason turns to the dark side, and Jaina kills him. That's his sister. That's Han Solo in the Legends. Han Solo and Leia had 2 kids. Jaina, Jason, and Anakin. And yeah, that's it. Just speaking. My geekness, you got.
Well, if I'm honest, Woods, Garrison Brothers is too rich for my blood as well. I was just lucky enough to have one given to me at a 370. That Balmoral was given to me by my brother-in-law, and actually a buddy of his gave him that. And my brother-in-law is not a whole lot for barrel-proof-ish whiskey. He likes the lower proof stuff, so he gave me the rest of that bottle, and I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good, but it is very bold. Well, there is like if you're not used to, it's kind of like I would put it in the kind of like the same category as like a rare breed or something like that. It's got some kick to it, even for a slightly lower proof, not quite barrel proof, but it's got some punch to it for sure.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, we've been chatting about Star Wars for quite a while here. Yeah. We're finally getting back to whiskey. I keep thinking I need to make like another channel for all my other nonsense. But anyway.
What are you pouring now? I didn't.
What's that?
What are you pouring now? Same thing?
Yeah, so I didn't announce it officially. So an old favorite here. And this is the review. I guess we'll call it a review that's coming out Wednesday. Old Forester 1910. Love this bottle. This is the new one. And so in the video coming out Wednesday, I'm doing a comparison between this and the old bottle. And I got to say, they were more different than I expected. I really, really I love the old bottle as well, but this new bottle, it's got a special place in my heart, especially for around $50-$55. This is a killer pour right here. I love this so much. Charles getting sleepy on us.
Yes, sir, I am.
The thing is, it's early there, man. It's what is it? 8?
7? 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right. 4 hours behind. Yeah.
I got up early today. I got up at like 3:45. So I've been up since then. That's probably why I'm sleeping.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you guys were 3 hours behind. You're 4?
You're Central?
Eastern.
Okay, it's 40.
Okay. Well, how about that? All this time, I was only giving you 3 hours advance, and I got to figure that in next time.
It's all good.
So that means when I'm saying 9:30, that's 5:30 your time, correct?
Yes.
Oh man, no wonder it's hard for you guys to make it. That is early in the day. That's like right out of work.
Yes.
Well, we'll have to push back. Maybe we'll do like 10 or something. That'll give you till 6.
That's cool. Yeah, it's all good, man.
Well, Charles, let's see. How long have we been going? We've been going an hour and a half now. Is there anything you want to promote? Anything you guys got coming out over there?
Nah, fun, drinking some whiskey. Let's have some fun and talk.
What are you guys sipping on right now?
This is the Russell Reserve right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Russell Reserve.
So, what do you got for us on that? What kind of tasting and nosing notes are you thinking?
I'm thinking that it's great. Nothing compares to what we just had, so it's like it's great, but it's
cherries.
You always say that. I agree with that. Cherry, little oaky. It's decent. I mean, it's a decent. It's a decent. It's not like, man, I just messed up. I can't even whatever that bar's down. Just it ain't nothing like that. So
just ruined the night. Or
I don't know how to really describe like this is like drinking water compared to drinking the bar stand. So
yeah,
cool.
Well, yeah. I mean that's what I love about that bar stand is it's so bold. There's so many just deep dark flavors, and that barrel proof just really puts it over the top. Yeah, I love that bottle.
And the Russell Reserve is decent at this time. I think it's good. I'm trying to. That bar stand. This is just oaky. Yeah, when you go from a barrel proof to something that's not barrel proof, it's like you can't even. It's 100. It's not like it's weak. It's 110 proof, but it's just not the same. It's like.
AZ says I ruined you, Charles.
B says he tastes like cherries. I taste more of the oak on the private barrel selection, single barrel, non-chill filtered.
I mean, you guys got a store pick there, so they do vary. But usually, what I get on the Russell's Reserve single barrels is kind of like a candied cherry, almost like a. I think I've described it in the past as like a cherry Twizzler or something like that.
Yeah, I remember. It is a cherry taste to it. Very cherry, very much so.
Yeah, I mean that's one of my favorite $60 bottles. I got 2 store picks downstairs and a regular one. Yeah, I love those Russells.
Yes, it's decent. Yeah, man, I'm feeling great now. So
I'd say, man, yeah, you've had some good stuff tonight.
Yeah. Woo. Started with a chicken cot, went to the super thing you gave us, and I'm just chilling with this.
So Wood says, just poured some rare breed. Heck yeah. Always a winner for sure.
The rye or the
either rare breed rye or the long branch.
You got the standard rare breed? Just the bourbon? Talking to you, Charles.
No, we're not drinking them. Somebody else said they were drinking rare breed.
No, I'm saying, do you guys have just the standard rare breed?
We got the rye now. But I like I think I like the.
Because I was going to ask you what you like better, the Russell's Reserve single barrel or the rare breed.
Rare breed rye?
No, the regular bourbon.
I like the rare breed bourbon.
Let's try it.
I've gone back and forth. I mean, they're actually, even though they both come out of Wild Turkey, I think I especially here lately, I've kind of become more of a fan of the rare breed. It's not, I would say it's not as refined as the Russell's. The Russell's is probably a little more refined or smoother or whatever you want to call it, even though I hate that word. But I like the kind of the punchiness of the rare breed. What are we looking up, Charles?
Oh, just rare breed versus long branch, what most people like. This is curious to what they would say.
Oh, wow, those two would be rare breed for me.
That's what everybody say. Rare breed would be the long branch.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. Their favorite wild turkey is rare breed.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to beat for sure. As Still Live in the Woods said.
Have you ever had the Master Keep? I think it's called the Master Keep.
No, I mean, we've talked about this many times before, but like Kentucky, it irritates me because when I first moved up here, I was like, okay, I'm going to finally be able to get all the bourbon I ever want because I live in the state where it's made. And that has not really happened because there's no state control here in Kentucky. So any liquor store can charge whatever they want. And so Master's Keep can be $500 and I'm not going to pay that. So I have yet to find a Master's Keep at MSRP or anywhere close to it, so I don't own one. I'd like to try one, but I'm not paying the crazy prices that they're asking.
I just want whatever tastes good. As soon as I drink it, I'm gonna forget the name. I can review it and won't remember tomorrow. I'm that type. I just want to drink something good. If it tastes like trash, I don't want to remember. I'll probably remember stuff that tastes like trash more than I probably remember stuff that tastes good.
So here's a fun conversation, Charles. I don't know if I asked you this, but so what was supposed to be the topic of the night, even though we kind of got sidetracked, but and that is bourbon, like your least favorite bourbon experiences, like bourbons you would never buy again, never recommend, just absolutely can't stand it.
That one I just had tonight, I don't know what it was, but it was horrible. No, I'm talking about the one that we poured down the sink.
Oh, the Woodinville.
Yeah, Woodinville. Yeah, well, I would never buy it.
Okay, fair enough.
Good night.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy that either. That was horrible.
Well, so there you go, folks. It made my list, and now it's made Charles' list.
Charles, good night. I don't think I like that. I really didn't like that very much. It was pretty horrible. Just other stuff. I didn't like the Blade and Bow. You know, I was gonna go Blade and Bow. That's about that's
I'm with you on that. So if this video does well, which it seems to be, I'm thinking about doing a follow-up, another 5 to not buy, and Blade and Bow is probably going to be on there because man,
I did not like that. I got to go back and listen to this stuff.
Just disappointing, man.
You know what got better though?
I don't.
I don't think we liked. Let me go get it.
Yeah, Blade and Bow. Oh my gosh! Like when you know what? I say this. I'm gonna be honest. When you're like inebriated, then even the worst stuff don't taste that bad because you be feeling it.
That's true. Yeah. Well, once you've had a few, then anything.
Yeah, it don't really matter.
The bottle's good, but I did not like the 9-year-old.
I was thinking this, but I didn't even say it.
Oh yeah, Old Fitzgerald.
I was thinking. How did you know? I was thinking that. I just didn't. Because I remember the review. Like I don't really feel it like that. Yeah.
I think you're the like the second or third person I've heard say that they just did not feel the 9-year Old Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't bring it up, but I was like,
and that is not a cheap bottle, so it should be better. Yeah, AZ's calling me out here. Refined turkey, quit being fancy, show. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking.
That's the one I wish I never bought.
That one?
Yeah.
Wow, I told it was when I said I didn't like it. Yeah, like I was like, yeah.
So it.
The Blade and Bow. I wish you didn't be good.
Yeah, but that one's not a cheap bottle.
If you're referring to the rare breed, honestly, a lot of people probably do chase it with something. I don't know what people do, but I love the burn from the rare breed. I guess I just love pain or whatever. But I mean, I love how it just kind of like takes over your palate. It's so bold and there's so much going on there, especially for $45. I mean, that's just such a great bottle of whiskey. It's probably my favorite $40 to $50 bottle. It's got to be really, really close if it's not. I love rare breed bourbon.
I think so too. Rare Breed is pretty good. Pretty good. I had 2 bottles of that.
Have you now?
I got 2 downstairs. If I went so far into the night already, I would go down and get some. But I'm already on my 4th or 5th pour. I don't remember now. There we go. Yeah, water. You probably should be drinking some water. I don't know what happened when you lost it. You went from 6 to 3 all of a sudden. We apparently said something offensive.
For me. More, even though now I feel like let's try this, let's try that.
Yeah.
The more I start drinking, the more I want to eat something. I'm cool. This is it. I'm not drinking anymore after I finish this glass. We'll wrap it up.
So regular Elijah Craig, thoughts on that, Charles? Regular.
He has me. I mean, I don't think it's the worst ever. I just don't want to drink it.
Especially after going to barrel proof.
Yeah, I just think when I think of Elijah Craig, I only think barrel proof. Everything else doesn't exist to me. That's Elijah Craig. I don't even know what it is.
And that's basically where I'm at. Like the rye is just kind of whatever.
Yes.
And then the regular bourbon is just kind of forgettable. And also, I feel like even though it's not that high proof and I don't think it's that old, to me, there's too much oak presence in the Elijah Craig. Like there's not enough going on outside of, there's too much oak and not enough else to me.
It's nothing worth sharing. It's not worth pulling out. If it's barrel proof, then okay, yes, we can do this. This is pretty great. The rye I've had way better rye, so it's like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, what's the point? It's not even worth it.
Well, I mean,
when you get to when you get to the toasted oak, then you start saying, okay, I can drink these. Because they have to do more. They don't do enough. It's not that exceptional.
Yeah, and Heaven Hell puts out some good stuff, but just the base Elijah Craig is stuff. Either one, the rye or the bourbon, just kind of, it's whatever. It's something to drink, but it's not. It's not great.
Water is something to drink. Sometimes you want some flavor. Sometimes it is what it is. It's not. I'm not. I just. I tell you about me in my mind. I'm just at the moment, and I know what I like. Like I really like. I like what we just had with you. That was great. I like that Elijah Craig. I like some Jack Daniel Rye. I like the Frey Ranch. Some things just stand out in my brain. And
I still need to get a bottle of Frey Ranch.
You would love it.
Yeah,
you would love it.
The thing is,
you would love it.
Again, like I can't find it here.
Wow.
So I'm gonna have to order it online or something because
We'll do some looking. We'll do some looking. We'll hook you up. Don't worry. I'm on it now. I've been off for a minute, but now I'm back on the horse. So hit me up for the text. Don't let me sleep on it. Charles, what's up with it? Okay, I got you. Don't worry.
We still gotta send some stuff out.
Yeah, I do. I gotta send the dude that wanted the what was it? The Macallan and the Blue Label. Yeah. You gotta take care of that. And I've been so busy, man. I can't make time. So we're gonna take care of that.
Hey, so I liked your beer review the other day. I mean, it's been a week or so now, I guess, but nonetheless, yeah, that was cool, man. That's something I've thought about adding to the channel. I don't know how the viewers would feel about it. I don't know how it'd be received, but
how do you feel about it?
Oh, I love me.
Then do it. See, I do understand. Like I'm gonna tell you, I want to have fun, and if people don't like it, it's on them. I'm not trying to be like. I do understand you make content for people to enjoy it, but you have to be true to you. So if you want to talk about it, do it. Who are you gonna?
That's a good philosophy, Charles. To Charles.
Yeah, to you too. There's nothing on my glass. This ain't for nothing. Yeah, that's it.
Right.
I don't know how to make others happy. I just want to have peace and bring no drama and do stuff that's gonna make me smile. I just want to enjoy it. That's it. Everybody else, like I go to you for knowledge from whiskey. I go to other people for knowledge from whiskey. But for me, just to have fun with it and just drink and enjoy it and tell you what I think for 2 seconds, and that's it. So if you like beer, I love beer. I just can't drink it all the time, but I love beer. Trust me, if you only knew. So
yeah, well, I mean, me too. I mean, that the main reason I got out of beer is probably the same reasons as you.
Yes.
I wanted to avoid the carbs. I wanted to avoid the calories.
That's it.
I was getting older and I was putting on some weight, and I was like, I'm not happy with that. So let me find an alternative. And then I found whiskey about 4 years back now, and it's been whiskey ever since, pretty much. I mean, but occasionally still I will drink like a nice stout beer or a porter or something like that. Especially like the imperial stouts. I mean, those are still like I love a good imperial stout, like a high ABV stout.
Oh boy, I got something that'll blow you away. We had one that was 25 proof. Woohoo!
Now we're talking. Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah. I have some 18 proofs, 14 proofs. I got all types, just sitting, just waiting to be exposed. So trust me. Yeah, we had to do like a Gray Monday. Look it up. Gray Monday by the brewery. Gray Monday. Yeah, I got to do one.
I mean, I was thinking, now that you got a little more time, maybe we could talk it out, ahead of time. And, I know that you're going to have stuff that I'm not going to have, and I'm going to have stuff that you're not going to have, and vice versa. But, find some stouts that we both have and just kind of go through them one night.
Okay, I'm with that.
That'd be fun.
I'm with that. I kind of got that. A lot of my friends are professional brewers, so I got the. Sorry to say it.
Charles got the hookup.
I got the hookup. Trust me, I got the hookup. Family, it was family, straight up family.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Trust me. The situation has changed my going to the places and being like I'm like what's his name like what's his name in Cheers? Norm? Is that what it's like? Norm. Yeah. Am I not like that?
Everybody know everywhere you go.
Everywhere I go.
There you go. Hey.
I used to be really into it like that.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I mean, I have a collection of empty bottles of old stouts and porters, but I
got a collection of full bottles for years. Refrigerators full, more than one. Stuff like my God. You've been holding them for 7 years. Yeah, still tastes good. I'm trying to.
Hey, yeah. You keep them at the right temperature. They're not going to go bad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We pull them out. B, no, he gave me one. It's gonna still be sitting 2 years later. I gave this to you 3 years ago. You didn't drink it. Let's drink it now.
I looked up about stouts. I think you're supposed to. They say you're supposed to drink one. I think it was
5 years. But some of them, I've had some longer. Some, it doesn't matter to me. It still tastes great.
Some people, I remember I had talked to someone. They held IPA for like a year or two.
Yeah,
and he was like, "It tastes good still." I'm
like, it did. I've done that.
You did?
Mm-hmm. It's a little different tasting, but it wasn't like horrible. Especially if it was in a can. Cans hold longer.
So Charles, question for you. I feel like we're kind of winding down here, but I had one more question for you before we wrap up the night. Mm-hmm. And now, if you guys are going to be putting out like a Bourbon of the Year video, then you don't have to answer this. But if not, then what was your favorite bourbons of the year? Just off the top of your head, while you're thinking about it, what was some of your favorites that you found this year?
Favorites?
Last year, I should say, not this year.
I got to think about it. Right now, favorite this year, I already know what it is. I just had it. So
there we go. We got a winner for 2022.
Yeah. Yeah, think about it. I don't know. I like that. The Angel's Envy always stand out. A limited, the Madeira, and the cast.
Oh, I had it again.
Yeah, that really blew them. That really stood out like a lot. Like that. Yeah, that one stood out. And I try to think of really like Frey Ranch. I like that a lot. If I keep bringing it up, it's like wow. That's other stuff, but I think those two for me stood out the most. And I'm trying to think of what else do we have that really stood out. Like I would want to. I got to go back through it. I got to go back. Yeah, those two. Because other stuff was great, but it's not. It wasn't made that year. It was like or never. You get what I'm saying? Can't think about it.
Yeah, I don't know if that Old Carter I had was last year either, but I think I really like the Old Carter.
I didn't like it as much as you did.
I know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think about it, man. What else stood out like that? It's other stuff I've had, but
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that.
Anything from Burroughs? Anything from Burroughs? Anything. So Seagrass, private release, anything. If you haven't had Burroughs, you guys are really sleeping on it. Like
So, I mean, you guys kept pushing, and so I finally bought that Seagrass, and it did not disappoint. That is an excellent rye. And I've never spent $85 on a rye, but it was worth all $85. That is an excellent rye. I mean, I was surprised. I mean, I think what's the most interesting to me is how different it is. Come on, camera. What are you doing? No, not going to focus. Anyway, whatever. I really appreciated how different it was compared to all the other ryes I've had so far. Just a lot of flavor profiles that I've never really had in any whiskey, actually, not just rye. Man, is my camera just getting worse? Come on.
You got to try the private release. If you have to try Barrel's private release, if you can find it, it's really great.
Private release. No, I have not had that. I mean, so that's
one. I just finished it off yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I get it.
Charles is bottle killing over here.
Or this was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yes, sir.
Sean is funnier when he does a 6 whiskey blend. Probably so. The thing is, I try and keep it tame. If you guys knew what was going on in this head, I try and keep it YouTube friendly or whatever the thing is we're supposed to do. And plus, I try and hold myself to a certain standard because of personal beliefs. But, I'm always, there's always thoughts that pop into my head. I'm like, no, don't say that. I'm sure, Charles, you have the same problem.
Very much so. I totally understand where you're coming from. Yes. That's all I'm gonna say. I wanted to. Yes.
Like,
yeah,
I mean,
earlier,
I couldn't help myself when Wood said, something about it wouldn't fit in.
Yes, I knew it. Got you. I understood.
Sometimes you just. Well, I mean, the thing is, AZ, is that I'm that way all the time. It's just once I get the whiskey in me, it just flows a little easier. You can't hold back as easily. So, it comes out. The dog is getting bored of me talking, it sounds like, because he's now bothering me with his toy. Nonetheless, now his toy's been lost under the table. So now he's going to cry like a big baby. My 80-pound baby. Come here, buddy. I'm going to show you off again. Come here. No, you don't care? You don't care because your toy's under there. So, your daddy, you need the ball. Okay, whatever. You stupid pit bull. Anyway. Come here. Come here. No? You're not? No? Okay. Anyway, Charles, you got pets?
I do.
What do you got?
I have a mini Doberman Pinscher.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah. I had a good friend of mine that had one of those. So
smart dog that's really independent.
Yeah, well, this one too. So right now he's wearing his sweater because it's quite cold out, and I've got these short hair. Mm-hmm. And yeah, look at the camera. Look up here. Look. There you go. Yeah. So this is my big baby. Oh yeah. Okay.
Trying to do his own thing. That's what he's trying to do. It's hilarious.
Yeah. He doesn't care about me right now. He wants the ball. All right. Let me pull the chairs out. Here we go. You got it? You good? No, you're not good. Where your ball go? There we go. Okay. We try and keep a high level of professionalism here. That's why we bring our dogs on camera and go off camera to get balls. Anyway, so Charles, anything else you want to add? I feel like I'm about ready to wrap up for the night. I know you're tired earlier.
Hey, Charles, he said that I never got those. After we were just talking about, man, I'm gonna hit you up, man. I've been busy. I haven't forgot about you.
Okay, yeah.
We were just talking about that. The McAllen and
the other Sean. Yeah, okay, cool.
I got it. I got you. No worries. Sorry, bro. I've just been really, 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 really busy. I haven't forgotten.
And AZ says, my 45-pound baby is snoring by the foot of my bed. Yeah, I understand that. When my wife was sick in the hospital, I had to sleep on the couch because my dog would not stop crying at my door when I tried to sleep on a bed, and he's not allowed on the bed. So, yeah, sleeping on the couch is not fun. Anyway, for anyone that does not know somehow, I think all of you guys do, but if you haven't yet, please check out Charles at Fun with Whiskey. God does great reviews. And plus, he's a good guy. So, check him out.
Thank you. I feel the same about you.
All that good stuff.
Don't forget about the editor and the producer.
And producer B, he said, don't forget about the editor and producer.
B, if we can ever get you on camera, then I'll start promoting you.
I agree.
No, I love B. B's a good dude. I appreciate you joining us. Thank you, B. And I feel like me and B have similar palates. Not that me and Charles don't. I don't mean it that way. It's just I think me and B we think alike when it comes to whiskey. So yeah, I would tell people to check out B, but he's anonymous, so I don't know where you can find him.
Where you gonna tell him to go, right? Yeah.
Dark West Films.
So the only things I know about B is that he is a light-skinned black man, and the only reason I know that is because I've seen his hand a couple times, and I also know he's 6'7", right? Is that correct?
Yes.
And those are the only facts that I know about B. Oh, well, and also he's a producer of sorts. At what level, I could not say, but I know that he does produce things, I've been told.
That is true.
B, is there anything you would like to promote? I mean, if you do, then go for it, man.
No.
He said no.
Okay.
That's funny. Don't forget about me, but I don't want to produce anything. I don't want to tell you nothing.
B wants to stay incognito. That's all right. Well, guys, I mean, in all honesty, both of you, I really very much appreciate you guys joining again. It's been too long, as I said. So thank you guys for joining again. I hope everybody that's been with us has had a good time. And hopefully we can make this a more regular thing because I miss my guys. It's been too long. So glad to have Charles and B back with us.
We're here. We're here now. Now we got time now.
All right. Good. Glad to hear it.
All right, everybody, have a great one.
Anything else you want to add, Charles, before we sign off?
No, I just have fun. I'm still caught up in the rapture of how great the Bardstown was.
This bottle right here. For anyone that doesn't know, this is the bottle right here that broke Charles. Just
it was really great. I'm feeling blissful. That's all I can say.
All right, well, cool, man. And guys, again, thank you everybody that joined us in chat. Appreciate it. And we will see you next week. Well, me and Charles will work out where that'll be. It might be on his channel next week, but either way, like I said, that's why you need to subscribe so you guys will get the notification if we're over there next week. So check him out. Please do that. Also, check out my new videos. I would appreciate that. And guys, good night. Yes, Adam, you did miss it. You are correct. You did miss it. We are signing off for the night, my man. Thank you for joining late, though. I appreciate it. And everybody, as AZ said, be well, fellas. Yes, everybody be well. Stay safe. The thing is going around. The situation is going around. So avoid the situation. Stay safe. Keep your family safe. And we will see you next week. All right. Good night, everybody.